we're going to create a follow-up sequence. So that's what I'm going to show you next. So let's go back here. Let's go back to the confidence page and see, look at that. That clock is running, even though we weren't even on the page. That clock is running. It knows. So let's go back here. Let's go out of here. We've already published that, so we can return to the dashboard. Now we want to set up the last final piece, and we do that under the communications tab. Up here, this is where we set up our sequences. So we want to come in here. A sequence is an automated email follow-up sequence. That's what a sequence is. So we want to click on add a new sequence, and we're going to call this the confidence sequence. We're going to create it. And again, this is loading another builder. And we're going to get another tutorial out of the deal here. I just love these tutorials. So I'm going to skip through it because I'm going to show you how it all works anyway, and we'll get right with the program. Okay, I'm going to say don't show that again. Okay, so when you first start out, you have this thing called starting rules. So you click that, and this is basically what is going to trigger this. So we don't necessarily want to trigger this from the opt-in. We want to trigger this from a page visit. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say it's a Kartra page. It's no particular category. And we want the money confidence course, not the final offer. When they hit this page, that's when the timer starts. That's what's going to trigger the sequence to start firing. So you can start a sequence based on opting into a form, purchasing a product, another sequence, an automation. There's all kinds of stuff that you can trigger these with. But this particular one, we want to trigger when they visit that page. When that countdown timer starts, that starts this sequence. So now we have our starting rule. At this point, we want to add an email. So we want the system to send an email, and we don't necessarily want it to send them right now. We want to wait a little bit. So we want to wait maybe a couple of hours. Maybe we'll wait 2 hours for this first email. You know, here's allowed days. Like some people don't want to send email on a Sunday. So if you don't, you can uncheck that. I send an email 7 days a week, so I just leave them all checked. Also allowed time. Some people don't want to send email outside of 9 to 5 business hours. I want to send it any time of the day. I want to send it based on when somebody interacts with my site. So I'm just going to leave those anytime, any day. Name of the broadcast is the Confidence Limited Time Offer. Okay. So I'm going to go next. I'm going to use the Kartra mail. Yeah, I'm going to require them if they haven't done this already. Most anybody at this step's already done that, but I'm going to require it anybody. And then this is basically who is it going to send to? Anyone reaching this step. That's all I need. Anyone reaching this step. Single email. Subject. Now, remember, turn on your rich text here. Get your template. Roll it in there. All pre-configured. Remember, this is all nice and ready to go. We want to say hi, and then we want to plug their name in. So we want that dynamic variable, first name, Copy that, paste that in there. Hi, first name. And then you basically want to make this relevant. Just a reminder. Your special offer expires in less than 2 days. Here's the link to make sure you take advantage of it. And then we want to copy that link. Let's see, where was it? Okay, so this is our link. So we want to copy that. We want to put that right here in the email. Now, to make that link live, you highlight it, you go to the little link button, and you paste your link in there, and away you go. Now, if you want it underlined, you can just highlight that, underline it. That way it shows, for sure it's a link. But you can put any kind of text in here that you want, but you're basically reminding them that this thing ends in 2 days. So you don't want to miss it. So now what I'll do, I'll copy that. And let's see. Okay, so now we have to have a subject. Just a reminder. ... Okay. Now there's no new automations, so we're just going to create that. So it's inactive to begin with. That's just by default. So if we want to activate it, you click activate. And then what you want to do, you click here and connect them. Now that they're connected and it's active, this email is going to fire 2 hours after that person hits that page. Now we want another one. So we want to clone this. We don't want to have to go through the whole thing again, but we want to clone that. We want to edit it. And instead of the delay being 2 hours, we want the delay, wait a number of days, hours after the previous step. So instead of 2 hours, we want to put 22 hours. So 22 and 2 is 24. So guess what we're going to tell them now? Only 1 day left. Okay, so we go into the email contents. Everything else should basically remain the same. So here we can say one day left. And what we're doing, we're trying to create FOMO here. And then here, just a reminder, the special offer ends. We've already said expires. So we say ends tomorrow. Okay, so we got that. Let's save that. We want to close that. Now we've got 2. Now, same thing, we have to connect the dots and we have to activate. So now we've got 2 of them. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to clone and make another one. We're going to edit this guy. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go here. Now, this again, this is after the executing the previous step. So we might want to wait. Let's see, if we wait another 22 hours, that's going to leave them only 2 hours left. So let's just leave it there. Now you could do like 4, 5, 6 of these. You could set these up to be as, as many as you wanted. But let's change the email contents here. And we want to say there's only 2 hours left. Ends in just 2 hours. Cut. Cool. You also want to add in here into your emails what they're going to miss out on. I mean, this is your chance to do your marketing. I'm just giving you the shell here and giving you kind of an idea of how this should go. But you want to make sure that you write good, compelling copy with this stuff to sell your product. And, this is just the system, the sequence to do all that. So remember, we want to connect the dots. We want to activate. Now, notice, it's real easy to get these things all over the place and all clowned up. If you want to clean them up, you just hit arrange items and it'll straighten them all out for you and put them in a good order. If you like your stuff arranged horizontally, it'll do that also. If you like to see things linear like that, I like them vertical. So whatever your preference, you can do it that way. So now we have a sequence in place. So what's going to happen is initially somebody is going to come here. They're going to opt in. They're going to click here to get the free download. That is going to take them to the thank you page where they download the item. You also want to put text here to invite them to that free masterclass. The email follow-up gives them a link to the free masterclass, which is adding more value to what you just gave them. That's going to take them here. That's where you're going to deliver the goods. This video is going to tell them exactly what you have that's going to solve their problem, why it's the best solution for them, and you're going to basically sell them on your thing. And you're going to give them this special offer that they can get that expires in 2 days if they don't take advantage of it. And you want to tell them, you can do it after the 2 days, but you just won't get the 2 months free. That's the only thing. The only thing you have to do, the only thing you have to lose here is time and money. That's it. If time and money are important to you, you probably should order it right now. If they don't order it, guess what happens? They get the follow-up sequence to remind them of what they're going to miss out on. And that's going to take them, if they come back to this page after 2 days, guess what's going to happen? It's just going to forward them to the final offer. I keep putting a space in there. But if they come back, it'll just forward them to the final offer and they'll still get to sign up, but they just won't get the 2 months free. So that is it. The only thing you want to do now, I'm going to take you out of here. We're done with the sequence. So you'll see now the sequence is in place. You can pause the sequence if you want. You can clone the sequence if you want, or you can edit the sequence. But now we want automations. So I'm going to add an automation here. And an automation is an if-then statement. So what we want to do is we want to say, if the lead purchases a product, if the customer buys a product and they buy the Money Confidence course at any price point. So if they buy that product at any price point, then what we want to do is we want to unsubscribe from that sequence, because we don't want to badge. We don't want to keep reminding them that time is running out when they've already got it. So we just want to add that automation. So if customer buys the product, kill the sequence. Stop badgering them. It's not good for business. The other thing you could do too is you could add another sequence that if they purchase the product, it adds them to a fulfillment sequence that just sends them an automated email for any number of times, any number of length of time in the future, to make sure that they're getting the value out of what they purchased from you. This is your chance to create a relationship, ongoing, long-term, and sell them all kinds of other stuff. So if you can't see by now that Kartra is the ultimate product to run an online business and automate your processes and make you a lot of money, I don't know what to tell you, because you got everything here. You got products, you've got communications, you've got pages, forms, memberships. We didn't even talk about webinars. This thing will actually run your webinars for you. You've got a media library, you've got calendars. We didn't talk about surveys, but it'll do surveys and quizzes for you. You can design your funnels. You've got the help desks. Campaigns we didn't talk about. This is a really cool thing. In campaigns, we can take everything that we just created today and we can package it up into a campaign and we can give it to somebody. We can import that right into their Kartra account. So you can actually share what you've built with your friends. So pretty cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the training, but within, maybe 3 hours, maybe a little bit more, we started with a blank canvas here and we built a money-making business that is ongoing, recurring income, completely automated. I mean, Money Coach Chris, all he has to do is show up and deliver the goods now and send people to this. You basically have a mousetrap that starts over here on pages. It starts on your confidence opt-in, then the thank you, then the offer here to purchase the product, limited time offer. If they purchase, they get the thank you page. If they don't, they get the sequence following them up. If they don't buy after the sequence, they get to purchase over here if they still want to. And it would shock you. I do these all the time. And it would shock you how many people actually come and buy at the regular price after the special offer's over. Haven't for the life of me figured out why, but they keep buying. So it's pretty cool stuff. I'll do some future trainings in here to show you how to do some more advanced stuff. There's so much you can do with Kartra. It's an absolutely amazing product, and it's really, really powerful. So I hope you guys get to take advantage of it, put your business on autopilot, and just make a bunch of money with it.